Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Craft.
Welcome to our channel. So this evening, Barry will be creating a card featuring the Frosted Forest bundle by Stampin Up, which is an online exclusive that launched last month. So if you are watching the replay, do fast forward to the demonstration if you prefer. So we'll say hello to those of you who joined us live. Thank you so much. And Tommy says hi. Linda, hello. Nancy Amato, Be More Stamper. Kisha, Haya, Sandra, Charlotte. We also have Debs. Good evening. And we have Sandra, have I already said? Amanda, Mary Lou, Pauline, hello. Tanji. We also have Subi, William, Lisa Oport, Lisa Sloth. You alright?
Yep.
And it jumped again. Elizabeth, Gian, Anne, Dinette, Mario, hello. Joanna Barnes. I'm gonna keep saying your full name. Hazel, and Mary, and Gian. Hi. John, sorry.
Hello,
Hi,
Sean.
Sean.
Long time no see. How are you? Oh, you're in Weymouth. Lovely.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. So, yes. And Mardy's just popped in as well. So, good evening to you. So, yes, you're going to have me this evening. So, we'll see what happens, shall we? Yeah, if you like anything you see us using, obviously some of the stuff at the moment can't be purchased as of yet if you're not a demonstrator. But it will be available from the beginning, about the 3rd of September, so not long to wait. So just head over to matosucrafts.com if you like to order anything, or if you're interested in finding out how you can get your hands on some new goodies, do please contact us and we can let you know how you can do that. But I'm going to crack on right now.
Yes.
And we'll see what happens. And Tommy's just laid right across the two of us, so it's really difficult. There we go.
Come on, food.
It's always a motivation, food, isn't it, to get up?
Not for me.
So, see, now when I craft for leave Jay, I move seats out the way. He's just got up and left me. So,
Oh, you're right.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be, a mixture of things. Frosted Forest is the main one, which I will be using for this one. I'm also going to, I've pulled out the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, so this is currently available. This is an old embossing folder, so this is one which I'm going to pair this one with as well. What else have I got here? I've got the Frosted Forest Dies, which is going to go with that stamp set, and there's the stencils. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be using the stencils this evening. And I've also got myself the Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. This is a new one, but again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be using that one tonight, but it's here just in case I need it. Another step, I'm going to be pairing this with the Peaceful Seasons stamp set here, because I really like this sentiment, mainly for this Christmas here. I just think it's great with the dies, so I'm going to be using that, and let's see how we go. We've also got some other Perennial Postage Dies, which I'm going to use with the embossing folder inside. You'll see what I'm going to go up to in a moment. I don't really know what I'm doing, because if you know me, I like to normally make a prototype first, but I haven't, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we will see, shall we? So first things first, I've got myself some basic white, and I need a trimmer.
Well,
So Jay's going to get me the trimmer, which is good. Thank you very much, Jay. And I've got myself some basic white, and I've got myself some basic white fix. So let's cut myself a card base to start off with. So we will go 14 by 21, score in half at 10.5 gives us our standard card base. There we have it. That one right there. I'm going to take myself some basic white, and we will cut this down to, let's go, this is going to be over a white on white card, so let's go 13.5 centimetres. by 10 on this, and we'll see what it looks like in a second. So let's take, where's the dies which I want? Perennial Postage Dies. So I've got these. Got the two largest ones right here. And I suppose, yeah, actually, I didn't really need to cut that down. That's layer down to size because it's going to be dictated by my layer right here. But as it is, it fits it perfectly. So I'm going to cut that one first. And then I'm also then going to take the second one down. We'll see what these look like. So I'm going to grab my machine. And we'll cut the first one. And then I'll cut the second one. So if you're new or don't know this, if you're doing a die which has got a long straight edge, always put it in your die cutter machine at an angle. You'll find it will go through your machine easier. If you put it in straight, then when the rollers hit the straight edge, it will jump. So it'll be harder to go through. So just a little tip, run it through at an angle like that, so it's a pointy end first rather than a straight edge. So that's that. And that there is my first piece. Let's take my second piece right there, and then we're going to then cut this one out again to create an aperture on this one.
We have Leilani, Claire, Anne, Bianca, Lani, Linda, and Susan on
Good
Facebook.
evening to you all. So that's those two like so. I'm done with my machine for the time being. I think it's time for our plates to be cleaned a little bit. I think we're getting a little bit of residue, Jay. So, or some new plates. So I'm just going to have a little look at something. There we go. So that's that. That's my card base. Bone folder is not where it is.
Yeah, there's supposed to be two. I don't know where the other one is. In your pencil case.
Maybe. So that will go on like that and like that. So we're going to go white on white on white. And then I'm going to then take over the Snowflake 3D embossing folder right here. So we're just going to do a little bit of embossing. So I'm going to run these through together like so. And I'm going to pop that in like that. And then pop that in like that, and I want to do this together because I want them to line up. So I'm just going to grab myself a little bit of low tack tape here and just, actually that may interfere with the embossing. We'll see. I'm going to just leave that as it is. Like so, and then close it up and just hold that tight. That's fine, I've got that. I'll bring the machine over. And let's just do this. This is a 3D embossing folder, so I'm just going to get the correct plates on and change over. We'll pop this in right now. There we go. See what happens. back there, and let's open this up, and now we have got these two pieces which have been embossed exactly the same, so you can see this lovely embossing on here. Okay, and we've got the lovely snowflakes in there. So the reason I've done it together is because obviously I still want the pattern to look like it is going to flow, is the idea behind it anyway. So that one there is going to go down like that, and then that one there I reckon will potentially go on to some dimensionals in there as well, and then will be raised up like so. Okay, so yeah, let's stick that down now, because I think I'm done with those two pieces. Just need some glue. Just grab the glue from over here. Jay's been crafting on in another area today, and everything's not on this. It's not where it should be.
Paper snips.
So I'm just going to run a little bit of glue along this edge here, just very gently, a little bit of pressure. It's all I need, and it'll come out a little bit heavy there, so I'm just going to just thin it out a little bit. There we have it. Let's stick this down in here, and we'll try and go centrally. Like that. And then that one there then sits back inside like that, but we can then pop this onto some dimensionals. Jay's left me with loads of dimensionals to use. He's trying to tell me something.
You did some more. No, you had the dimensionals on your pad there.
Did I really?
That's all the edges now.
Well, that's fine. I can still use the edges. That's fine. Rather than open up a new pack. So I'm just going to just cut these away. That one. Like so. So we'll just have 5 on that. No, actually, let's go a bit more. I don't want a saggy edge, so I want to make sure that the middle doesn't dip down too much. So I'm just going to. So we did have a comment a little while ago about why we put lines on our dimensionals. So if you are new and are wondering, it's just it's a good reference to try and work out what ones you've taken the backing papers off, as we can see right here. So it saves you wondering, have I not touching it, taking the stick away potentially, and it also just helps if you've got a colour on some white on there, it just helps identify them on your craft table a little bit as well. So that's another reason why we pop lines on our dimensionals. We just use a permanent marker and just stick them on. So I'm just going to bring my head over just a little bit on this, just so I can get that lined up. Okay, so that's that part. So I'm just going to pop my dies away before I lose them, because I've already lost a packet for it, and that's right in front of me. that's that. So that's pretty much my card base sorted. Pretty boring at the moment, but we will hopefully turn it into something wow in a moment. So just clear myself up a little bit of room, because I now just want to get a little bit messy. So let's see, this is the first time I have used these stamps. So I will just grab the Frosted Forest. Now these are an online exclusive. So these are actually available now, aren't they?
They are.
Yes, so one of the sets, the Sentiment set which I'm using, Peaceful Seasons, will be available in September, or from September 2024. But this Frosted Forest is actually in the stencils, and the dies are actually available right now. So they are an online exclusive, so you won't find them in a catalogue. But they are available. So let me have a little think about what I'm going to do right here. So let's just have a little bit of a play on this one for the moment. Let's see what they look like stamped out. Let's just have a little bit of a couple of options for us. So I'm going to have one like that, and then I'm also going to take the larger one as well.
You okay?
I don't know where the larger the next size. I'll just use a super duper block. Right, Joe's got it right there. Thank you. The moment I start crafting is the moment nothing is available where I want it, which is why I don't do craft that much.
Look, the other one's here as well with your stamp.
Is it really? Okay. It's my fault.
Always.
So we're going to go the larger tree right here. So I've gone with garden green. We have also got shaded spruce. Oh, shaded spruce one looks really nice. Sorry, the garden green one looks really, really nice. Now, if I'd thought about that, I could have got that in. Maybe I'll put that in there. Let's try an old olive. And we'll just go down the side like that. I think I can get away with that. We will soon find out in a moment. So we've got the dies right here for this one. So let's take that one and that one. So we'll just stick these down. So I'm just going to take myself a little bit of tape and let's have a little go. I'll do this one over here, so I'm not too, because that's too close to that one. So let's pop that in like that. So let's just give these a bit of a cut through. See how these cuts.
Emma Goddard's on Facebook.
Hi Emma.
Christelle Slor, Jackie, Kathy, right? Wendy, Bethany as well, and Pam.
So there we have it. So we've got some trees right there. So let's just see what this one cuts out like over here. So this is the first time I cut it, so I'm going to have a little look at the spacing on this, and that'll give me an idea of how it looked. Just trying to find some reference points. I think that looks alright down there. And let's just give this one a try. That's better. So this is where we were initially. So I'm going to just come out, pop these on. Kind of, they're going to go on like this, but I may just change these slightly and maybe just have two. We'll see, but that still looks quite white. It's a little bit too white for my liking. I just wanted to see what they stamped like, and that's obviously what the trees, and they look really nice. But they obviously, it may work well if you did them on maybe a green paper and just tone on tone for some of the details, or you do have the obviously inner parts which go inside the tree as well, so have a play around with your layering up on that. But they're still a little bit too light for what I wanted, so I'm just going to grab myself some card. I just realised I may need some water, Jay. Is this some spritzer water? Have we got any around at all?
Is there one in the drawer? No, the open drawer. Smell it.
Smell it.
Smell
I'm smelling it for alcohol. No, that's definitely alcohol. I know what Jay's done. I don't know, you know why Jay's so funny when he crafts, doesn't he? Got alcohol by the sign of him.
Rubbing alcohol.
That there is water. Okay, so let's have a little look at what we can do. So I quite enjoyed Garden Green. I thought was a really nice colour. So what I'm going to do, let's do that. So this is where this lovely glass mat comes into play, because just make sure you've got the nozzle. So I'm just going to get that really saturated at the moment. And we're just going to have, I suppose I should have maybe. Let's just make sure I don't. I think I've just used the same colour.
There's tissue there.
Let's go with, it was the old olive I wanted to do. So now is where we get messy and we have a bit of fun. So let's just... So I've got more ink than I need on this completely. But we're just going to... this is just normal basic white I'm using. And I'm just going to just kind of smush around and just see what happens with this. So I probably should have done this first, so it had time to dry.
It looks like one of the DSPs without the gold.
It does look like some of the DSP actually without the gold going through it, doesn't it? Actually, so let's there we go. It's all nice and clean. I'm just going to give that a bit of a clear up. I will wipe that with cloth, which
That
is
will be dry.
bone dry. and just give that a clean up. And that's the glory of having one of these glass mats, is that we can get a little bit messy, clear it up, and then we've got ourselves our working sheet back again. So I'm just going to get the heat tool and just give this a bit of a dry for a moment. Whilst I was doing that, I think myself, you know what would have been really good if I'd also smushed some Winker Stella on there as well, and that would have given that a really nice sheen in that. So, but if you do it again and you want to do this and you like the technique, then yes, add some Winker Stella down as well, and that would do that. So what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to grab these dies once again. And I'm now going to cut these out as solids, and we'll see what these solids look like. Like that. I need to add some speckling to it. Is there some kind of dots around or anything like that? I just don't know.
You can splatter some dots, but they're
yeah, I was thinking
of
doing some splattering.
Is irresistible
blooms. Yes, I do like those as well. Let's have a little look at how these look.
Brenda said you can splatter some wink now.
I can. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see the cutout first, and then
we have Christy, Colette, Pauline, and Penny, and Glenda, Mary, Sarah, on Facebook as well.
Excellent. So we just added another bit of texture on there just to add, and you can see I'm just stamping around and giving that just some, there we go. You can just see what I've just done there. Just adding some texture to this set. I've just gone and got ink all over my fingers. And let's just have a little look at how these go.
You're so messy.
What, me?
I've just seen your finger.
I know. So let's just run this through the machine right here. We've got that. So I'm just going to try one more thing. I'll do it with the small one to start off with. I'm going to take the stamp and let's just see, and we'll pick that one. Let's go there like that.
Charlotte says, "This is very cool, Barry. I'm putting dottage on my DSP to cut trees."
And let's line that up there. And then just see how that looks if I need to then stamp into those as well. So again, we could have potentially have done this with just green cardstock and done it that way, but the differences with this is that you're now getting, we've got that whole messy texture pattern. So obviously with going with a coloured cardstock, you're just going to get a base colour. And it'll be one tone. Whereas now we've kind of like we've used several, we've used shaded spruce, old olive, a bit of garden green went in there, and we've now got ourselves a solid one, and we've obviously got some texture on that as well. So I quite like it with that. Let's just see how this will looks once I start to put that together. I reckon I can get one of the large ones out as well, but I can try and do that. Just flatten that out. Take that, and then just my head's just going to come in a moment whilst I just line this up. And down we go. There we have it. Yeah, I think that definitely looks better, having some of that around and then stamping a bit of the greenery in that. It definitely looks like a better tree. So let's do the same with the smaller one. There we have it. So that's that. So let's just make sure I've got cleanish fingers, otherwise I'm going to get very dirty. So you can see that now instantly pops off of the card. So as you can see, we initially had white. So that would work well if I would say if I'd done a green base, a green on green base on this one here, and had the white trees. But because I've gone with a white, I needed to go with the darker colour. And having those different tones of colours in there, I think just really makes that just pop out just a little bit more. I feel I need to just have another bit of a spritz because they're too tonal. I just need to have on this over here, so I'm going to have to just quickly repeat that all again. So let's just quickly go with some of the lighter old olive.
Everyone's loving your trees.
You've got time for just one card tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, sometimes we just do one on Wednesday.
Kind of want a lighter green.
Add more water.
We have more water and less colour, really. I'm just going to need to. I might need some more water, Jay. No, that's actually enough now. I've got enough in there.
You sure?
Yeah.
I've got a tummy on.
So I'm just going to grab myself some more basic white, which we haven't got.
Have we run out?
the last basic white?
We have 4 more.
Okay.
I need to order some more.
So let's just take another bit here. So this is what happens when you just play. We get sidetracked. So let's just cut off a bit of this. Because I've got a little bit of the darker colours in here, let's just give myself... Yeah, can I have some more water, Joe, please? So we're just going to do that again. So I've gone off with a lighter colour here now, and then I'm just going to put the light, darker colour in, and we'll just add a little bit more... So I'm just going to really just saturate that though, so the more water, the lighter it's going to be. Like that. Yeah. Okay, let's just give that another bit of a... I may as well just go to the end, mightn't I? Right, just give this a bit of a dry again. Okay, so that's dry there for me now. So let's just die cut these ones out once again. I'm now missing a die. I've got my large one, which is going to go there. Anyone see where I put the little one? Oh, there it is there. Got it. And I'll stamp afterwards with the outline on this one. So we've got our two like that, so I think I'm a little bit happy with those ones being a little bit lighter there now as well. So that's that, and let's just stamp these. I will stamp in a lighter colour because it is a lighter want to, so let's just go on part of me is thinking to myself, I may just do a second generation, I think. Let's just see how that works. Like that. See, that definitely is standing out a little bit more down there as well.